Okay guys, in Charleston right now, I'm going to be going to the Patriots Point Naval Museum. And there's an aircraft carrier and planes, you'll see. Anyways, I thought I'd come in and maybe put some jeans on, grab a backpack in case I decide to buy something. I don't have to carry it around with me. Plus I got extra batteries and the extra camera in here. Okay, it's kind of sunny out there. I don't know if I need a hat though. Why not? And I'll grab my sunglasses out of the truck, plus the mic for this thing. I'm just using the one that's on the holder right now, but I'll get my mic. That's it. Let's go in.
You are now in the aft diesel generator space. Proceed to the generator control panel and turn the knob below the flashing red light to test the generator.
Oh, is that ever...
Test complete. Please proceed to the number 2 engine room.
Was that ever cool, guys? So they must have some quite a something to make it vibrate and everything like that to make it sound like it did start up.
You are now entering the Combat Information Center. Please carefully make your way in and find a place where you can easily give your attention to the lieutenant standing in front. We invite you to sit in the seats at the radar screens or find a comfortable place to stand. Your 6-minute...
So inside there they played a bit of a History Channel show on the Laffy. I recommend you definitely watch it and see what this thing actually went through in battle. I just watched it, I kind of forget already, but it's something like 6 kamikaze planes hit it and 4 500-pound bombs hit it, and she still survived. So if you get a chance to do it, look it up on the History Channel, La Laffy. do believe that's it right there. Wow. My favorite plane, the F-4U, or Corsair. Very well known.
Roger, thanks for the work tonight. Take your flight and groups from bring use of the Tiger to your flight.
Well, that was pretty cool, guys. The first time I ever set foot on an aircraft carrier.
Or a woman with too large a load of guns for just a family. You may not speak their language very well, but you see things, find clues, and try to put them together.
We use the same things. Air boxes for food in the open field. Maybe they still use them today.
transmissions, 2 jet engines, and a lot of hydraulic lines.
2 million parts all flying in a close formation is a good way to describe the helicopter. And it's hard to explain exactly what makes it fly. It doesn't look like it should be able to, but it does.
From midday to past midnight, a constant shuttle of naval helicopters from the American 7th Fleet airlifting out of that embassy.
Well, guys, made it out of Charleston. Still raining. They were talking about the flood warnings and stuff like that. Never really saw anything. Heading north on 17 towards Myrtle Beach. There's a couple spots on I-Overlander that I just want to check out. Not sure how far I'm going to go today. It's still showing going to be raining right up till 9 o'clock tonight. So if I can find a spot, it's 10:30 right now, and if I can find a spot to stay overnight, there's really no use traveling too far if I don't have to. I just want to get out of that one spot. There's a lot of old heritage houses around there, and there was a lady walking her dog last night, and she walked up the street and then cut across the parking lot and shone her flashlight on my camper, you know, like, ooh, what's this guy doing here, you know, should I take a picture of his license plate, or I don't know. She may have good reason for that. I'm sure a lot of people have used that parking lot, so maybe somebody in the past has done something. Don't know. Anyways, I thought I'd ship that van that was there last night. He's still there when I left. Whether he stays there another night or not, I don't know. I just thought, you know what, I'm also get on the road here and get out of the city. You know me, I'm not really one to sit in the city too long if I don't have to. But anyways, we'll just keep heading north and see what happens. So, and don't get me wrong, I know they just, they contacted me because they saw my camper here, but those 2 vehicles over there, not the van, but over here, I could hear them yelling, JJ's out there. And so there's like, I don't know, 6 or 8 girls in the 2 vehicles. And they're saying, we're gonna follow you now. So I said, all right, right on. So this van here, that's here, right here, that van was at where I stayed last night. I left this morning about 8:30 in the morning, pouring rain. And then all of a sudden I looked out my door, and that's the same van right there that was parked right across from me. I'm not sure if I actually have that on video or not, but yeah. So traveled for about 45 minutes to get here, so goes to show you it's a small world sometimes. Anyways, that's it. So guys, I am still in North Carolina. I'm not that far though from the Virginia-North Carolina border, and I'm along one of the campgrounds. There's 8 of them here in Kerr Lake State Park. So I booked this site here for 2 nights, and then I actually booked another site up here. It's so this is 79, and it's quite on quite a slope. I even tried to level the truck out, but it's still like sitting like this. And when the lady mentioned it, she goes, the sites are mainly for people with tents. She says that use these sites. It's gorgeous. So I'm on 79, and it's the last one on this, along this curve here, and the lake ends right here. So there's nobody on this side of me. It's all bush, which is pretty cool. But I did get a site up here that's level, and it's an electrical hookup. I didn't really want electrical, but anyways, so I'm gonna be here for 2 nights and then move up there. But between that, I gotta go in and get some shopping done. So yeah, I'll just I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'm trying not to jiggle you around too much, but you can see where you got to come in here. It's pretty rooted here, and it's not the smoothest ride in, let me tell you that. But again, like I said, there's nobody on this side of me. That's where the lake ends, and it's a pretty sweet spot here. So like I said, I'm here for 2 nights, and so far the only other person that's here, there's a tent right over there. I don't know if you can actually see him over there, but I just saw him and his 2 dogs. But other than that, she's pretty quiet here. Yeah, so there's the lake. So it's a reservoir. So I'm not sure if you can tell, and I'll show you over here. You can definitely see it over here pretty easy. That the water level here changes. You can tell just by this, it's like the water comes up, but you can see on the tree right there. You can see the rings on the tree. And on those trees out there too. So the water level changes in this lake. So I now have the campfire going again, and I got a steak. Oh yeah. And the camper. So, okay, I'm still dealing with this, guys. So I've been here now 5 days now, and oh God, I don't have no idea what's going on. So I just put my meter on my battery, and it's sitting at like 11.5 volts. After 12 volts, it's a 12 volt battery. Under 12 volts, it's a dead battery. So 11.5 volts in like 5 days, that's a dead battery. I have no idea what's going on. So I put my charger on there. So I'm leaving here tomorrow. But yeah, I still don't know what the hell is going on with my truck. It could be, at the same time, it could be just a bad battery. And when I say bad battery, it's been in the truck now to 2022. So we're already talking 2.5 years that battery's been in that truck. So maybe it's a bad battery. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so I put my little charger on there. It's like 7 amps. And it'll sit there all night long and it'll be fine in the morning. But it's just one of those things where I'm dealing with every single time I stop. But my poor problems, right? My poor problem. Okay, look. Yeah. My poor problems. Look where I am. You can probably hear all the birds in the background. So I didn't tell you. So I have a T-bone steak ready to go on the barbecue. It was thawed out in the fridge for a day, and then I took it out and set it on the counter, and once it became totally thawed, because it was still frozen a little bit, salt and peppered, let it sit for like 2 hours, flipped it, salt and peppered it, and now it's at definitely room temperature. It's probably more than room temperature, but that's okay with me. Fat boys, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when your seat leaves you? Right there, people. It finally broke. So this has been actually kind of ripping for the last, I don't know, 2 months now. And the other day I was sitting on it, and yeah, I went like through the bottom. But, so what I'm thinking is, a friend of mine bought this for me when I started my travels. So what I'm thinking about doing is I have to get rid of this table, and I'm gonna have to drill this out because it's riveted to be able to get the tape through here. I'm thinking of just putting duct tape across there, to be honest. I'm not a fancy guy. So if I can do like 4 layers of duct tape across there and make kind of like a hammock out of duct tape, yeah, we'll see how long I can get out of it. Anyways, yeah. So, as you can see, she's pretty well done. But you know what? 2 years of full-time traveling and sitting in it, it's actually not that bad, to be honest. Let's see how this steak's doing. Nice. Good morning, everybody. I am on the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. It was closed in 1968 due to the growing number of vehicles on the road, basically. So there's a bunch of tunnels that are no longer being used. So you can still see where the edges actually were. So in most spots along here, it's 2 lanes in each direction. But with the growing number of vehicles on the road, they decided that it was just not feasible anymore. So most of it's just a 2-lane. There's one here, and you can just see the other one right there on the other side of those little bushes there. And just with the growing number of vehicles on the road, they abandoned it. So we're heading up to one of the tunnels up here. Yeah, so there's 1 lane right there, and then this is the other lane on this side. So there's about, I don't know, I see about at least three buildings here. And I'm not gonna say it. So there's about 3 buildings here. I don't know whether or not they were used for living quarters or during the construction of the tunnel, where they used to store material or what have you. So there's one there. You can just see one right through here, right there. And there's a trail coming up to this one over here. This one's actually the best one so far. So, like I said, what they were used for, who knows? I like how they put the rules up on a tree there that's 12 feet off the ground. So unless you got bionic eyes, I definitely can't read it. There we go, guys. Now, this is one of many tunnels. I think altogether there was 6 of them, but I might have to do a little research on that. But anyways, whoop. There she is. It's funny, like, why they planned to do all this work and build these tunnels, and then a short time later just say nope. Like, I mean, it couldn't have been cheap. That's for damn sure. Ventilation fans up on the top there. All the springs. Oh, can you get up there? Oh man, I can feel that cool air coming through. So I'll tell you, I never really thought about it building anything big. Like, this would have been a fairly tight tunnel. Rules of the trail. Trespassing violators will be prosecuted. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, I gotta get my light on, guys. Let me get the light on. Okay, I gotta change the settings here, guys. Give me a second. Okay. What the hell? Is the coal chute? Interesting. Okay, Okay. What have we got over here? Oh. Yeah, I'm sure if you wanted to, I guess you could try to shimmy up these boards, I guess, to get up to the top, but there's nothing left of those stairs. As you can see, they're just hanging there. So, and I'm here by myself, so I don't feel like falling through and slicing myself open. So, you can just sort of see up top there a little bit. Oh yeah. You can definitely feel the cool air. These are full of water on that side. What's that? Oh, that's where lights were on there? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, what is that? There's not too much water here. I can probably get over to this one. I have no idea what that was. Or was that a light up there? And then so what was that one? Or maybe originally that was lights. So I can see light at the end of the tunnel here. So this tunnel's not, okay, this is a little bit on the deep side here. I don't know how I'm gonna get across there. Of course I got my Crocs on, guys, so let me try not to get too wet. There we go. All right, made it across that first moat. Yeah, so I can actually see light at the other end of the tunnel there. Let me shut my light off here. No, can't see it. Oh, look at this. Look at that. There's a hollow spot up there. Very cool. Can you see that? Get the shadow out of there. There we go. So it's hollow on top of this too. Very cool. It's actually lightening up, guys, because it's getting darker and darker. Let me get my other flashlight out. Maybe this might help a little bit. Maybe not. Very cool. Yeah, it's hollow up there. Obviously for the fresh air, right? So those are probably, those holes in the ceiling were probably where the fresh air came down. I can get to this one here, not too bad. No idea. All right, guys. I don't know if we have to go right to the other end. It looks like it's still probably another 400 yards, maybe. You know what I should have done is I should have brought my e-bike. Never thought of that. Anyways, it's a tunnel. Very cool. Oh, you know what? I forgot. They actually did a movie. I'll have to look it up here. Where I read back there was a movie, and I forget what the movie was called. Hello. Very cool. Yeah, I forgot what the movie was called. I'll have to look it up. Like, you think like what was that one where Sylvester Stallone did that one in the tunnels? Remember, it was probably just a set. But I mean, I wonder if some shots were taken in a place like this. But then again, look at all the graffiti. I mean, you wouldn't want that on your movie. Let me get across this water again. Oh, we got pieces breaking off here. You wouldn't want those pieces on your head. Yeah, so obviously, we're getting some water in here. Very cool. Let me shut the light off here. Probably get enough light from outside the tunnel now. But yeah, like, huh? It just, I don't know. I look at something like this and say, okay, this was not cheap to build, obviously. And then to just say, well, we got more traffic now, so we're just going to abandon it all. Just seems a little bit on the strange side. All right. Yeah, I'll have to, you know me, I don't do a whole lot of research. I'll have to look this up on their website and find out how many tunnels. Which one was this again? Surely to God they numbered them. I do not see a number. I do not see a number. See a number. Very odd. All right. There you go, guys. One of the abandoned tunnels. That one might have been about a mile long total. And I think it's going to rain. I don't know. And as always, I have no idea where I'm staying tonight. Okay, what's going on here? What's this here? And then a smaller road here. Okay, this was the divide between the two highways. So this was 2 lanes on this side, single lane on this side. Which is, I'm not sure, because then you can see how they had to merge over. Yeah. All right. If I had my e-bike, I would have went right across the whole tunnel and back again, but it's a bit of a walk. Seems like a lot of work just to sit there and go, okay, abandon the whole thing. Okay, look at that. They even have the yellow lines. I didn't know they, look at that. Kind of, it's just strange yellow lines, but so now there looks like it's 2 lanes on each side. So I just did a little bit more inspection on these buildings I just showed you earlier. I don't think they were for living quarters because there's nothing inside them that indicated they're used for people. Like I just assumed it's you're building something that's where the workers would have stayed here. Maybe you worked on this thing for a week and then you went home. But I never saw, like, you know, any old bed frames, any pots, an old wood stove or something. Absolutely nothing. So I'm thinking that it was just for storage for materials or something like that, but we may never know. So the back kind of corner of the CCC camp, this looks like it would have been an old loading ramp. A truck would have backed up along here to here, and then that slopes down. So I'm thinking when they offloaded their machines or material, that's how they would have done it. They would have backed up onto this thing here and offloaded them. And am I going to get wet feet? Now I've noticed walking around here, see, like here, this is 21 and you can see a foundation here. You can just see it right there, the stone. And up there, there's a picture. And so that was one of the officers' buildings there, but it says private property now. So obviously somebody else possibly just uses it as a summer cottage. But there was other buildings here. That one there was an identical one right here. And I don't see a foundation on it. Well, there could be something like right about there somewhere. So the only structure that's basically is still standing is that one right there. But like I said, it says private property, and I noticed, don't know if you can see it, but you can see a trail cam up on the side there facing the front door. So I did go over there and took a look, but there was nothing really. I seem to be able to run into these CCC, the Civilian Conservation Corps, by mistake, of course. like I said, I never even looked this up. I just started driving, and I just kind of followed the old highway. So I think it's I-75 and the old Turnpike, they kind of run parallel for quite a distance, and that's where the tunnels are. And I just kind of saw this little thing that said CCC camp, so I'm like, oh, of course. So yeah, well, you would have saw some of the pictures I would have took, and with the numbers, but like I said, they have nothing. So there you are right there, the CCC, the S-52 officers building. That's it right there, and that's that one there. And if you look, there's another one right there, but I can't see a foundation for that one. And then these pamphlets here just are basically on Buchanan State Park, but it's the park and whole. I'm thinking that these ones that were in here might have been just for this area here to tell you what these buildings were. All right, guys, on behalf of Camp S-52 and the old Turnpike abandoned tunnel, thanks a lot for coming along. Thanks a lot for coming along. And hope you enjoyed it. And always, be good, be kind, be careful. We'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye-bye.
I think it's time for me